There he is, the dog that got in trouble with his mother this morning for going out front. How you doing, Danny? You in trouble, Danny? How you doing, Danny? What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Sawmill. My name's Bill. This is Pirate Solutions Forestry, and we are continuing on the trailer deck that we're cutting. I went out, had some lunch. I got Danny back, as you guys saw in the intro. And we got one more, I think, one more log to cut. We got a nice candidate up on the mill. I only need 12 2x6s and a little bit more to cover a ramp. Hopefully we're going to get a little more out of this log than we need. If this log would work out like the last one and we got 16, we'll be all done. The log's 14 feet long. It's somewhere around 17 on the small end. It just barely fits a 12-inch can. So what we're going to do is we're going to take top off it, spin it, take top off it, spin it, set the width, cut it in half, spin it up, and we're going to cut 2x6 and 1/8 boards out of it. And hopefully we can get through this pretty quick so I can be done today. I've been out here all day except for lunch, and did a whole crap pile of edging and got everything sorted. The customer actually came out and took a look, and he's like all ready to pay me now. And tomorrow we have to mill a bunch of walnuts. So I want to get this out of the way so that this doesn't drag over into tomorrow. At some point we're going to have to feed Danny, but let's see how fast we can blow through this perfect specimen of a black oak log and hope we don't hit any metal. So this log is basically 14 feet long. It's 13 foot 11. Let's see if we can walk through this thing like we're walking through a party and get most of it cut up. Maybe I'll finish it in the morning, not sure, but let's hope we don't hit any metal and start rocking through it. We're running the same Stella Cup dam we've been running. I'm going to come out to my line that's 6 inches, 6 1/8 higher than the pith. And we're going to take our top cut off right there. It's like 16. There's let's come to 15 3/4. That meets the line better. Let's see if we can steal a board above it. Let's come up to 16 3/4, 17 1/4, and 1/8, and let's see what that looks like. If this log's level enough, I might get a 2x6 out of this. So we're going to try it. Doesn't look like it's going to do it. It was really close, but I don't think I got enough. Really close. So we're going to drop down. We're going to take an 1.5 inch flitch off it. Jesus. As long as I don't get hit in the face by one of these. We'll save that for edging off later. Ah, it sucks. It's really close too. Let's see where that was. Right, 15 3/4. I think that's it. All right, let's take it right there. bunch of tension in that one, but at least it's going in the right direction. This one will be close to being able to get a 2x6 out of it. And we're going to spin this thing and let's start taking it apart from the other side. All right, we're going to come down to my line, which is all dimensioned out from the middle. About 16 high. Almost going to be like that same 15 3/4. So 16 3/4, 17 1/4, and an eighth. Try it like this. See if we can steal one out of this side. I'm going to go back to that 15 3/4 and take a flitch. Cut it in half, so 12 3/8. There's nothing above it. I may have a board in this at some different length. I'm going to keep this. I'm not going to throw it on my forks. I'm going to keep this in case I need it. There's a possibility there's a 2x6 in this. Maybe at, it's not really good, but might be one at 5 feet long. And I think I need one at 4'7". So just in case I need it, I'm going to keep this to the side. A lot of tension in it. Pouring way too much water to this. Get up above 12, go up to like 13. We'll go back, spin this thing up, and see if we can cut it apart. Now we're going to let our 6/4 scale tell us where to take our top cut. Let's just start about that 11 1/4 range. It's like I got a board above it. And 12 7/8. Let's take it there. There's going to be some weight on 2 boards, but we will definitely have enough. All right, we can finish it off with the next cut, but I got to get all these off, cleaned up, my slab wood put away, and then I'll be back with you. All right, let's get it finished up. There is a lot of tension in this. Even that bone straight log, perfectly symmetrical, no limbs, bone straight log, there's a lot of tension in this log. Now, the tension that's there doing a trailer deck is not going to be a problem. It can be dealt with. I've had to deal with this before. That's why I bring clamps. You got to clamp them, pull them in, put a couple screws in. I always clamp. What I want to have happen is I either do it one of two ways. Either you're going to screw one end in and have it bow away from you, so bow like this, and then go down the other end and clamp the other end and pull it in and let it spring and push the other boards tight, and then screw the end in, and that holds that board in place. Or you let it bow the other way and clamp the middle over tight, and then just put two screws in the center and move on to your next board. So it's going to be fine. We're going to keep cutting. It looks like we're going to have enough here. I think I have 6 down there. I think I got another 8 coming off. I think I'm going to get 14 plus the 2 on the ground. Gangster milling that thing. So we got 8 there, 6 there. I got 14. I needed 12. I got 2 on the ground that got a bunch of wane on them. And I have some flitches over here to edge off. The 12, I need 12 to cover the order. So I have 14. So I have 2 extras. One of those is going to get cut down to finish off the C's. And then one of them will get made into a D. So I need 1 more C. And then I need 5 more D's. So one of them will get cut down to finish the C's and to make a D. So I'll have a D here and the C's will be done. I have all my A's now. I have 1 extra board here. And we have to edge through the rest of the stuff. Hopefully we don't need those 2. And I think we're going to cut a board out of that one. We'll be able to get something out of that one at some kind of length that'll work for probably the D's here. So that will make 1 D. It'll end up being 7 feet long. I think I can get a 7 foot long piece, 1.5 inches thick by 6 inches wide on that one. But let's do an outro. Look at Danny over there. See Danny? Chilling out. He's been yelled at 100 times today. So I'm glad I cut that log for trailer decking. You know, it seemed like when you looked at it, it's this beautiful, perfectly symmetrical, straight log with no limbs. Cold water. But it would have been junk for anything else. Way too much tension in that log. Sometimes you just don't know, you know, sometimes it is the way it is. It's hard to explain how you can take a perfectly symmetrical log and cut it nice and centered like that, split it in half and have the 2 halves go like this. And it's a big gap, you know, it's 1 inch. But trust me when I tell you, bending those boards in is not a problem at all. At that kind of length. You know, obviously if they were short, it would be you'd have a problem, but at that kind of length, no problem at all. Glad to kind of get this mostly off my plate here. I'm going to get them stacked over on top of the other ones I still got to move all my lumber off my 16-foot bunk, and then I'm going to transfer them to the 16-foot bunk with sleepers underneath them so that when he comes with a trailer, I can just load him up. And if this particular person that's doing this job is a welder by trade, if he has a problem doing it, I'll go over and do it for him. You know, he can pay me to do it. This is nothing outside the ordinary for doing trailer decking for me. You know, I've had to cut tapers on boards to fit them in. I usually work outside to inside on complete decks and custom fit my center board. The bends in these boards are no problem for me doing a deck. It might be a problem for him, but it's not going to be a problem for me. So, you know, to you guys, it probably looks like from the outside that it goes nice and smooth and it goes nice and fast. What you guys don't factor in is you don't factor in the stress of doing this. You know, I was up at least a couple hours last night thinking about it. Uh, I had no intention of milling the whole deck today. Just kind of the way it worked out. I do have a contingency log, and I think I may cut it. It's exactly 14 feet long. It's going to make no more than a 6x6 or 6 1/8 by 6. So I could get 6 boards out of it. No, 4. Sorry. Yeah, 4 boards out of it. And cut them as extras and give them to him as extras so that if he has a board that just doesn't work for him, then he has at least some to go to. I have 1 extra over there, but I think it'd be nice to throw in that other log. And I don't know that I will cut it tomorrow because we get these guys coming out with a bunch of walnut tomorrow to cut for them. We'll see if they show up. They say they're going to be here and they're going to wait for their log, so we'll be milling walnut. I will throw a new band on for that. We're going to be getting into a new box of bands. I have to do some sharpening. Got a bunch of bands to sharpen. I probably could run a resharp. I probably could continue to run this band. This band still looks like it's tracking pretty good. We'll see how it goes. I might leave this band on because it's probably only got, let's just say, what I cut today was around a little over 400 board feet. We cut Thatcher's slabs, which were 400 board feet. And we also cut that 1 5/4 order, which was like 80 board feet. So we're up over 1,000. The problem is that these oak logs that I pulled up, you know, they had some pretty good dirt in them, but the band still seems like it's cutting fine. So we're up over 1,000 on that band. It should go 3 times that, or yeah, should go at least 3,000. I think we'll try to cut the walnut with it tomorrow. See how it goes. And if I see anything crazy, I'll swap it. But thanks for coming along. It was a long day. Been out here since first thing this morning. A lot of bucking logs down and moving stuff around and then edging pieces one at a time and tagging and scraping everything so that the boards aren't going to have black staining all over them. It's just, it just is the way it is, guys. It's, to quote Harry Stamper, this is what happens when you mill. Sometimes it's just not an easy job. These are big, heavy, hard logs. And, just moving the slab wood is a chore by yourself. So I think I'm going to get cleaned up, get most of this put away. Whether I will do any more milling, I don't know. I'm going to get those boards off the mill first, scraped, tagged, noted, and in the pile first. And then I'll figure out what's left over, but I don't think I'm going to do any more today. It's getting kind of late and I'm pretty hot and tired. So thanks for the watch. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notifications bell so that you know when another video is coming out from us. If you need something from Norwood, please use my Norwood affiliate link that's in the description below. All you have to do is copy and paste it to your browser, take you right to Norwood's site, their buy site, and somehow it tells them that you watch my video. And that's pretty much it, guys. For Danny and myself, Danny the Wayward Wanderer today, Inspired Solutions out.